call it social distancing. And I was like, no.
Isolate.
Isolate. We were messing around with this song for a long time. I think it was around even during the time of the first album. I'm pretty sure it was, and we were trying to play it. I remember I kept bringing it up in rehearsals, and we kept trying out different things, totally different things with it. And I remember we were going to play it in Listowel one night, and we rehearsed it, but we didn't rehearse it a lot. And then we went we did it in the sound check.
Sound check it.
Yeah, and we just went, no, this song.
Yeah.
We kind of left it on the back burner, and then when we were making the second album, we went back to it, and I kind of put a bit of a structure on it, and then we all put our parts, and we didn't think it was going to make the album. Then we gave it to Ken, and he came up with the Donna Summer synthesizers and brought it back to life, and it just started making sense then.
Sometimes the really right part doesn't come to you until like you've had more time to let the song live. But that one, it's just kind of going. It's a dance banger.
Stay so long. You're always isolated. You stay so long. I always have to go and find you, but I find you every time.
Then it was just like the funny thing of, the amount of people that said that, after the album got released, what month was it released? April. So just starting lockdown, and every second word that all you heard was social distancing, isolation, and then everyone kind of going, oh, you wrote a song called Isolate. So it's like prophetic, and that almost became the like this what everyone gravitated towards at the album. It's kind of going, did you know it was coming?
Do you remember we had the piano line as well that we were doing on the piano? Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
It was one of those songs where we were still trying things still trying to write it in the studio, throwing melody ideas, throwing bits and pieces at it and seeing what would work. But I think the overall result sounds great.
I think as well what happened was we threw so much of that, even in the studio, we threw so much, and we gave it all to Rob, and he just fucked away loads of it and gave it back to us. He goes, that's good. There you go, there's your song.
It's my favourite song to play in Bloody Marys that night. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it that night as well, because I know we played a couple of times before, and I didn't really enjoy playing it. I don't know what happened. It was just a bit unsure, but that night I thought it was really good. I mean, so many songs we have that we haven't played live enough, that we haven't played live enough as a band, full stop. So I think everything will materialize, and the songs will kind of.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is a case of it takes a little bit of time for them to kind of seep into you, and for you not to even think about them when you're playing them. I suppose we weren't at that level with that song, whereas we were with, say, You're Not the Answer or CCTV.
I always find with songs, once you're not thinking about it and you're not worried about your playing or your musicianship or whatever you want to call it, then the emotion will come into the song that was there from the start, that when you wrote it or when we put it together, that'll come to the fore rather than us worrying about or being uptight about what we're playing. Once we're used to it, then there's an extra 10% of emotion that will come to the fore, which is when a song for me is at peak fucking songness.
To get very nerdy about it, but I remember doing a thing in my postgrad about it, and it was like, amateurs have what you would call unconscious incompetence, so they don't know what they're doing, and they don't realize that they're doing it wrong. Then you get on to conscious incompetence, where you have an idea about what you're supposed to do, but you still can't do it. Then you've got conscious competence where you know what you're doing and you know how to do it. But mastery is unconscious competence where you're just doing it, but you're not thinking about it. And I think that's
Papa Paul, you are so learned.
Thanks very much. I learned that on the internet.